What's the difference between happiness and fulfillment? Find out today on the Freedom Club Podcast.
Welcome to the Freedom Club Podcast, where we discover the fight for freedom, fulfillment, passion, and purpose. Your host is Curt Gallup certified strengths coach, an agency founder who is dedicated to coaching individuals seeking to level up their life and their businesses. The Freedom Club is about unlocking your talents, turning them into strengths, and crushing your objectives. You can learn more at curtmercadante.com. Welcome to the Freedom Club.
And happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to the Freedom Club Podcast. I am your host, Curt Mercadante. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend, and I wish you a week ahead filled with freedom and abundance. Today, I want to talk to you about two words, happiness and fulfillment, because I often see a lot of confusion, and people think happiness and fulfillment mean the same thing. And I always tell people, your goal shouldn't just be happiness, it should be fulfillment. Because you see, happiness can be fleeting, but fulfillment is something deeper. It's something deep in our foundation. And you know, there were way too many years where I didn't have a sense of fulfillment. And what did that mean? It meant that at the end of every day, I had this feeling like I was destined for more. I wasn't living up to my potential. I wasn't doing what I was put on this earth to do. That's what it feels like when you have a lack of fulfillment. Were there days during those years when I was happy? Absolutely, when I was with my wife, when I was with my kids. But there weren't enough of those days. And when the happiness faded away, I was left alone with my thoughts, with those thoughts and feelings that I was destined for more, that there was more out there. Now, on the other side of the coin, if you do have a sense of fulfillment, can you have days when you're sad, weeks when you're sad? Of course, shit happens. People get sick, people die. But when you have that fundamental, deep sense of fulfillment, it's easier to leave those sad days behind. It's easier to catapult yourself out of the rut in which you find yourself. So you could be fulfilled and happy. You can be fulfilled and sad. But the key, the goal, your desired outcome should be a life of fulfillment. And listen, I've talked many times on this podcast about my journey and how I had to fight to live a life of freedom and fulfillment. And once I found it, I made it my goal, I made it my vision, I made it my mission in life to help save the world by helping others fight for lives of freedom and fulfillment. And when I say others, I don't just mean my clients. I mean everyone who listens to this podcast. I mean everyone who watches my videos on social media, everyone who reads my blog posts. But I also mean my wife, my kids. Yes, I mean myself. So folks, stop conflating. I don't know if that's the correct word, but stop conflating whatever, the words happiness and fulfillment, because they do not mean the same thing. Your goal, friends, should be fulfillment, because fulfillment isn't fleeting. Fulfillment can serve as your rock. Fulfillment can serve as your foundation. So if you need help finding that fulfillment in your life, please send me a message. Come to my website. Reach out to me, because my mission in life is to help you. Thank you so much for listening to the Freedom Club Podcast. If you like what you hear, not only today, but in past podcasts, please stop by, give us a rating and a review, because those positive ratings and reviews are like currency to us, and they allow us to reach more people across the globe with our message of freedom and fulfillment. Have a wonderful week. I'll talk to you soon.